Glenn Williams, Banning. Jerry makes a good point, because I think a lot of the voters of Banning here don't get the information, just like they didn't get the information about this meeting tonight until this morning's press enterprise. Nothing shows up in any of the other newspapers, and it should. It's a shame that it doesn't. Anyway, I'm third generation in this town. I live in the house that my grandfather built over 90 years ago in this town, so that doesn't make me special. What it does make me is aware of this town. And I can remember this town growing up. There was tree-lined streets. There was, alfalfa fields. It was a beautiful place. And up until a few years ago, my place was beautiful, as were most of the houses on my block. Today, I let 27 fruit trees die because I couldn't afford the water anymore. Half the trees on my property are dead. All my lawns are dead. I don't have flower beds anymore to enjoy, and I can't grow a garden anymore. And all of those, I was able to make a little bit extra money to help pay for things, and now that's all gone. My beautiful neighborhood is not beautiful anymore. It's blighted. It's nothing but weed-infested yards, and that's because people cannot afford the water bills that they have now. My water bill this month took up just the water bill. My utility bill was ridiculous. The water bill itself took over 25% of my income, and I just described what kind of a yard I'm trying to keep alive. We've been led to believe in the last few years that we're supposed to be so touchy-feely about nature and the ecosystems and all that. My yard used to be full of birds. It used to be full of all kinds of things. And now there's not hardly any birds left. The ecosystem is barely alive down there, and I'd like to keep what critters I do have in my yard alive, and that's why I still water and keep things more or less alive down there. Also, in a way of getting information, and I think Art was alluding to the fact that there's websites that he doesn't particularly like, but I think that the Banning Informer is a very good website, and I think Phil does a darn good job keeping it going. And if more people would look at that, they would get the kind of information that Don Peterson over here gave us, which was absolutely accurate. And everybody needs to know, but they're not going to get it through the local newspaper, that's for darn sure. So anyway, I don't know what kind of demographic you think we have in this town, but it isn't a demographic that can afford the kind of utility bills that we have. We've had these projects around here like Lincoln, down there on Lincoln Street with the San Gregorio Inn getting taken care of, the department, downtown redevelopment, all these millions and millions of dollars just down the tubes with poor decision making. And that's the truth of the whole matter. And you've approved, I think, another 4,000 homes to be built in this area. We all were supposed to take shorter showers and water our lawn every other day so that you can approve this, and they're going to want water, aren't they? You got to guarantee 20 years worth of water for them, or you couldn't approve the project in the first place. So here we are. What kind of idiots are going to come and get into any of those 4,000 homes when they're going to look forward to this kind of an increase in their utilities? And I guess I probably made my point. Thanks again, Don.